AI is changing the game for traders, and in this video, I am just going to show you how ChatGPT can code a trading strategy for you. No coding skills required. I'm just going to walk you through everything step by step, okay? From generating a script to backtesting and fine tuning it. Okay. So if you are ready to unlock the power of AI in trading, then stick around. So before we dive in, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on future AI powered trading content. Okay, let's get started. So what exactly are we doing right now? What are we about to do right now? We're just going to use ChatGPT to generate a trading strategy that can be used in platforms like MetaTrader, TradingView, Python-based algo trading systems. AI-driven coding is making it easier than ever to automate trades, right? So I'm just going to show you exactly how. Right now, as you can see on my screen or right on your screen, the ChatGPT page is already open right here. And we're going to start with a simple prompt. Okay. I'm going to type generate a trading strategy using what do we use now? Okay, let's use RSI and moving averages in Pine script for trading view. Now, this is just going to be the prompt I'm going to use, right? But if you want to generate a strategy for yourself, of course, you can give it the requirements, you can give it the indicators you want it to use, and all of that. So now just watch how quickly ChatGPT builds the script. Okay. All right. You can see in just seconds, we have a fully functional script. We have a fully functional script, but don't just copy and paste, okay? Let us break it down. You can see that ChatGPT has already given an explanation for this strategy, right? Has given an explanation for this strategy. This section here, calculates the RSI. This part plots the moving averages, and this block, this area manages the buy and sell signals. You have your entry conditions and the exit conditions. Um, okay, so that is it. Basically, the ChatGPT has already given like an explanation for this strategy. So now that we have the code, we can proceed to testing it. Yeah, we can proceed to testing it. Let us paste it into trading views Pine script or Pine editor and hit add to chart. Okay, let me go to the Pine editor. So this is if you want to use an automated uh, strategy, right? This is actually if you want to use an automated strategy on TradingView. But basically, ChatGPT has already generated a strategy for you, which you can use manually. Okay. But what I'm just talking about right now is if you want, the strategy to be kind of automated on TradingView, then you can use this script on TradingView. All right. If you want to execute your trades manually, you can see these are the parameters for the strategy. You're going to be using an RSI that is set to 14 period, and the RSI is going to help you identify overbought and oversold conditions. Let us do the manual you know aspect first. So this is our RSI. The period is set to 14. Okay, and ChatGPT says that the overbought level is above 70 and oversold is below 30. Well, not that we don't already know that, but yeah. Okay, so we can see that. And then for the moving averages, we're going to be using a short period and a long period SMA, 9 SMA and 21 SMA. Okay, so I'm just going to use the ribbon moving average and just edit it to give me the 9 and 21 SMA. So the fast SMA is going to be 9 and the slow is going to be 21. Okay, all right, so let us but you can actually use the moving averages separately, right? You can actually use them separately. Okay, so we have the 9 and the 21 SMAs. Okay, then the entry conditions are buy when the short MA crosses above the long MA and RSI is below the oversold level. So before you execute a buy trade, you must have the short-term MA cross above the long-term MA, and you must have the RSI in oversold level. So let us look for an example. Let's see when we had that crossover and you know and the RSI being in the oversold level. Okay, all right, or rather climbing up from the oversold level. Okay, below the oversold level. All right, so we're just trying to test the strategy that ChatGPT generated for us. Okay, so we can see that this was oversold level, right? Climbing up, and then we had a crossover here. So this would have been a good place to enter a buy based on the strategy that ChatGPT generated for us. This would have been a good place to enter a buy, right? Okay, then sell when the short MA crosses below the long MA and RSI is above the overbought level. Let us check for that example too. Okay, so this was an example. In fact, here again, this is another example. All right, so this would have been a good place to sell based on the strategy because the RSI entered oversold, overbought, and you can see the crossover has happened. So this would have been a good place to sell after those conditions were met. I'm just going to change this color to red, okay, to indicate sell. Now, for our exit conditions, you close the long position when the RSI becomes overbought, and you close the short positions when the RSI becomes oversold. So here we can close our buy trade which we entered here. This was the buy trade we entered here, right? So we would have closed it when the RSI entered overbought. So we would have closed our buy trade somewhere around here based on the signal, based on the conditions that ChatGPT gave us. Then for our sell trade, we would have closed it when it entered oversold. So that would have been here. So you can see this particular example would have been profitable, but let's just see if we can find any other example. Okay, remember that no strategy guarantees profit. Okay, but this just shows that ChatGPT can actually generate a profitable strategy. Okay, even though no strategy guarantees profit, right? Just take note of that. But ChatGPT is actually a very useful tool in this generation, right? Because it can help give ideas on a lot of things, and of course Forex is not left out. Okay, okay, let's see. We had a buy signal here based on the strategy because the RSI was in oversold and the crossover happened here. So this is a buy signal, right? This is a buy signal, and this would have been a good place to exit because the RSI entered here. It entered RSI entered overbought around that point. So that would have been a good place to exit here. So we would have cut some pips from here to here. And then for our sell, let's just look for another example for a sell trade. Okay, the RSI was in overbought and the crossover happened. Okay, so this would have been a good place to sell. Well, it seems like it corresponded with this. Wow, that's nice. Okay, so this would have been a good place to sell, and then when the RSI entered oversold, it would have been a good place to close our sell trade. So in this case, our exit would have been somewhere here when the RSI entered oversold. So we would have caught a good number of pips. So basically, this is the strategy which ChatGPT generated for us. Okay, but then if you want, a level of automation, then you can copy the script, right? You can copy the script, and then you come to the Pine and you paste it here, right? So we have pasted the script in here. You can see the script that ChatGPT generated. We have pasted it in there. Okay. So after doing that, you click add to chart. All right. So basically, that is if you want to go through that automation process, right? But you can actually do the manual. Maybe if you want some signals to be popping up, yeah, if you want trading view to give you some signals, then you can use the Pine script so that when some certain conditions are met, you might get a signal, right? Okay, but you don't necessarily even need to go through that process. You can just use the manual strategy yourself. So basically, that is it for this video. Basically, this video is just to show you that you can use ChatGPT to generate a strategy for yourself. Okay, but you need to give ChatGPT, a prompt. You need to tell it what you want. Okay, if you want a strategy that uses RSI and MACD, you tell it. If you want a strategy that uses RSI and ADX, you tell it. If you want it to use moving averages and this and maybe volumes indicator, whatever, basically you give it a prompt, right? And then it's going to generate a strategy for you. So that is it, guys. And we just use ChatGPT to generate a trading strategy, and we manually checked out the strategy, and we actually got some profitable trades. We didn't execute any trade here, but we just back tested it a bit. Like, we checked some examples and we saw that it worked. Although, remember that no strategy guarantees 100% profit. All right, so there you have it. AI is making algo trading and trading generally more accessible and easier to learn, right? Because you can even learn a lot from ChatGPT as well. If you want me to cover more AI trading strategies, let me know in the comments. And if you found this helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more AI powered trading content. See you in the next one.